Welcome back to Emotional Mojo. We love to spread inspiration and motivation on social media, but we also love others who do the same. And this woman's doing it. Meet Instagram's sweetest sensation, Grandma Betty.
Aww.
The 80-year-old hailing from Louisville is documenting her battle with cancer, and she's doing it with smile, spunk, and some inspirational messages. So her grandson started the account as a way to immortalize Grandma, but Betty says she wants to show the world that life doesn't end at 80 or with a cancer diagnosis. And since we first introduced you to her several months ago, she has gained almost 700,000 followers from all around the world. So if you want to follow her, you can follow her at Grandma Betty 33.
Well, speaking of battling cancer, our guest today is a drummer who started with Dick Clark and played with Chuck Berry, Chubby Checker, Bo Diddley, and Edgar Winter, just to name a few. But today he's helping kids beat cancer with music. Welcome, Bobby Delvecchio, and the founder of Kids Beating Cancer, Margaret Guedes. You guys, welcome to our show.
Thank you.
We're so happy to have you. So we got to start out with this organization. First of all, Margaret, maybe you can tell us a little bit more about Kids Beating Cancer. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, we're very unique and a one-of-a-kind mission that we are going to provide support and financial resources for families in need of stem cell transplantation.
Okay.
Removing those barriers to care that Medicaid doesn't fund and insurance companies don't fund, so that every child anywhere can have access to the only hope for a cure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you hear this, that stem cell transplants aren't covered under insurance, which is just shocking to me because it is really the only treatment and cure for certain cancers.
There's over 80 different diseases that now can be cured by stem cell transplantation, what we used to know as bone marrow transplantation. So cancer, leukemia, all can now have access to a cure, but it starts with being able to have the funding provided that Medicaid doesn't, so that you can move forward with this treatment.
And it's not cheap.
No,
and
it is
Bobby,
not
I'm
cheap.
sure they are so happy to have you, but you recorded, you produced, and played drums on the song My Own Hero. So tell us about that, about the recording session.
Well, it was fantastic. We brought in, I called upon musicians from around the United States, great people that I've worked with before. For example, Joey Melati is the music director for Barry Manilow and Michael Bolton. I had Danny Pickering come in from New York, great producer. Tim Franklin, one of the best bass players. Then I recruited producers, world-renowned producers for the video, Tom Lupo to the music from Mike Franklin, and I brought my daughter in to lead a group of 30-plus cancer children.
I was going to say, we see some kids here.
It's absolutely amazing. It was magical.
And what is the song, how is the song helping?
I think the song, for a couple of different reasons. I came up with the idea that when I heard kids beating cancer, I said, they need a drummer. They got to beat cancer.
That's right.
And the song is all about them giving thanks to their heroes, the donors, the sponsors that help fund the operations that they're going to have. And it's so positive. And rhythm and drumming tends to release endorphins that actually fight cancer.
For sure. Music therapy.
It's relaxation, a feeling of euphoria. I mean, I did a drum circle with maybe about 100 kids, and they were in hysterics, banging the drums.
Because you get to have a moment to be a kid and have some fun.
It's so positive. It's so positive, and the song was uplifting. The kids just loved it.
Margaret, what's the response been like, and how have you liked having this?
Oh, this is amazing because music therapy is so uplifting, and it gives the children a chance to just be kids.
Yeah.
I mean, every child wants to just feel that great fun, and to see a child drumming and excited that they're in a music video when they go into chemotherapy the next day, or they just had it the day before, it's heartwarming. It really warms.
So I got to know when and where, how can we purchase this CD?
I would say that we're actually going in for production for the video editing tomorrow. The single will be released by the end of the summer.
Okay.
And we're going to go for a full-fledged CD. And we have artists, we can't name them yet, but major artists that you all know will be contributing songs to the album for the kids.
And so how does that purchase help Kids Beating Cancer?
Well, we receive money for that through YouTube and through iTunes.
Okay.
And
with the cost of transplantations not being, pre-transplant workup not being funded at all by Medicaid. So
Need
in
the help.
order for a child to even access this treatment, it's tens of thousands of dollars. And this CD will help raise money so that any child,
And if
anywhere,
there's a
can
parent
get access.
out there with a child suffering, they can go to your website,
Absolutely.
kidsbeatcancer.com.
Kidsbeatingcancer.com.
Kids
Great.
Beating, okay.
Thank you so much for joining us, you guys. I'm glad you could share this story and let people know what's out there.